So just to give you a little bit of background, I've been managing schools in Dublin for over 10 years. I've been with EC Dublin for 3 years now. And a part of why I really wanted to work for EC is because I'm from Portobello Bridge, this location. Yeah. It's a privilege to introduce my hometown to thousands of students per year. EC Dublin here has the 2 schools in one. We have the 30 plus, which is unique to EC and unique to Ireland. We're the only school that offers a 30 plus floor. So this floor that we're on at the moment is dedicated only to mature students who want to have that private, like-minded experience. Also in social activities and in the classroom.
What's different between social activities for 30 plus to, I guess, your normal younger, I guess?
Of course.
Classes?
Yeah, good question. So we would have a different tour guide, somebody of the same age, so that they can give really kind of up-to-date information. I won't pretend that I know what 20-year-olds are doing anymore. and it's best somebody knows the inside and outs of that world and helps them. So Niamh in Student Services is a 25-year-old who I hired from Galway. So she's from the west of Ireland. So again, just really making sure that there's representation behind in the school of different areas and different cultures of Ireland. The other 2 floors here at the school are for students that are under 30. So of course those students would be in classes with students of all ages. The average age at EC Dublin would be around 21 to 25. That's really the average. And then in the 30 plus, it's usually around 35 to 40. So this floor, the 30 plus floor, is differently designed to the other floors, which I'll show you on the tour. It also just gives the students that motivation that they're special and different. And the layout of the school, the furnishings, the facilities, it really is a very fresh, modern building in order to really improve that experience, so people feel more inspired to study and to stay here and learn and use the facilities. I'll show you the meeting room on the 3rd floor where students can privately book that and have a study session. Yeah, so there's lots of little kind of extras like this that we like to showcase. No problem. So we have 2 forms of accommodation that we provide to our students. Of course, outside of that, we can give advice, and we do on a regular basis, but we only sell 2 different types, and that's our student residence. And it's Live Dublin. Are you guys familiar with Live? It's just on the north side, just beside the forecourts.
It's kind of a service apartment for the students.
Exactly. There's many of those types of facilities in Dublin. They're everywhere. But the one that we use is Live Dublin. There's a bus that goes outside Live Dublin and actually brings students right outside here. So it's so handy.
What would you say is the nationality mix for the class?
So at the moment we have 2 sets of students. We have Turkish and Brazilian. We both have 30 of those each in the school. So that would be the highest number. After that, we would then have French and Japanese. They're the 2 lowest under that. And then after that, it's really a mix of everybody. We have Saudi, Israeli, Omani. We have Japanese, Korean, Chinese. We have Italian, Spanish, French, German, Swiss. We get a lot of Swiss students as well.
A lot of Korean students, they take 6 months academic year courses, and just because as it is, it's long enough course. A lot of them start with their course with general English, and then as they go along, they improve their English. They want to switch to exam preparation course and then finish with IELTS. Would that be possible?
Absolutely.
Without any extra cost or
we would take on that, and it's not really an extra cost in a way to the school, because what we have is the a legal obligation to make sure those students are aware that a test is mandatory if they continue to renew their visas. So they receive that information on the first week that they arrive as part of the orientation. We call those students academic year students. So we have an AY, academic year talk, on a Wednesday where we talk about the immigration process, how you get documents from the school. We give them the contact information for myself or me. We would also talk about medical insurance, working in Ireland, and also the how to receive all these documents and how to get a bank account also. So we give them all the documents on day one, not on day one, excuse me. We explain it to them on day 30, and then also they're given the opportunity to find this permanent address. We don't want to stop a student from applying for their documents, but a lot of this is down to students themselves. If you're a motivated student to get this done, I've seen students do this process in 2 weeks, where I see others that take the whole 3 months of their tourist visa to do this. So we give them all the tools and the necessary information that they need, and then we're here all day to help them. They're welcome to attend that AY talk every Wednesday they wish. If they didn't get something at the start, or if their process is taking long, they can return all the time and have that information.
So you give them the bank letter as well. So we give the branch.
We give them a PPS letter for work, a bank letter, an immigration letter, and if medical insurance was included in the package, we'll also have that, and we'll also add their home address to that document, so that they have 2 forms of proof of address for immigration when they arrive.
That's really nice.
Our students are recommended to go to Bank of Ireland or AIB, but I'm not having any problems with students opening up bank accounts. It's happening. The reason that it's happening is because I know exactly what to do in order for that student to receive a document that the bank will have no choice but to open. So what they have to do is, once they receive their PPS document, I instruct them to register with revenue, and then they receive a document to their home. That document is their first document that helps them open up the bank account. So there's a process to it, but we're pretty comfortable. Every school has orange carpets in their kind of special cupboard, so we roll them out on a Monday morning and do the big welcome. So it's really nice, and I noticed in other schools they need that. They need that, students need it. They need to meet other people on the day one. They need to hear the other nationalities, where they're coming from, what they're doing, who's going on a tour, who's not. It's important that they hear this all together. So that's what's happening in reception downstairs. There's 40 arrivals this morning, and I think there's 20 nationalities downstairs. So really strong, and we'll give them the first half of the morning as part of the orange carpet service is a welcome talk on student services, followed by another 45-minute talk on academics, how we teach, how to learn, the books we use, the methodology, the class, the school rules, what's late, what's, what time the school opens, emergency exits. So we do that in the first half of the morning.
At the moment, because I know some schools, they actually have limited seat available, because I was opening offhand and taking bookings. So what's your situation right now?
Oh, good. I still have maybe 2 classrooms free in the morning. I'm at a capacity of now 130, so I could initially take on another 90 students in the school.
Enough, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm seeing a big increase over the next couple of months, and fully comfortable that the school will return to 100% recovery by the end of May. So I'm happy.
And maybe one final question about, you said a little bit about your teachers, right? And there are many other, obviously, language schools in Ireland. What do you think the difference, or what in terms of quality with the ACWN has?
We look for degrees, masters, and deltas, but all of our teachers would have those.